Good afternoon, everybody. I did a video telling you the things you need, just a little basic stuff you need to be in the oil field industry. Well, I mentioned an air brake antifreeze. There it is. I had a buddy ask me actually the other day what did he need to do to keep his brakes from locking up. First of all, I don't set my brakes ever. But I'm going to go and show you how this is done. I've seen like 2 different brands. I use this brand and another brand. You need a good pair of gloves because this stuff is cold. And since I never disconnect from my trailer, it's always in my trailer, Airlines. Now, if you're the type of person that disconnects from your trailer, I actually pull a tanker. It won't work for you as well because every trailer you hook up to, you're going to have to put some in your airline. What you can do if you don't want to do that, because I know some companies probably make you set your trailer brakes. I don't set mine. I have my own truck, so I don't set mine. I know a lot of guys who don't set their trailer brakes. If you happen to go to sleep overnight and it gets cold and you wake up in the morning time and your trailer tires are stuck, you can actually put this in your airline, give it about 5 minutes, it'll break it loose. So we're going to start by showing you how to do it. Your truck needs to be running. If it's not running, make sure you have enough air built up in your tank, because once you put in your airlines, you're going to have to come in here and push your air brake in for your trailer so it can travel through all your airlines in your truck and your trailer. Wherever air flows for your truck and your trailer, this particular fluid is going to flow through. So even it actually helps your air compressor, because it's just wherever your air goes, it just completely goes through all of it. So first step is you got to pull trailer out. Okay, we're going to go to the back of the truck. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to hook it up now. Show you how this is done. You got to disconnect your red line. You got to hold it up to an angle. You want it to flow in there. Pull it up, let it get down. Don't worry about if it comes out, because you're going to do it a couple times. Then you're going to come in the truck. Going to push the trailer brake in. Okay? The red button, usually red and yellow. And when you do that, all the air is being, of course you know that, the air is being pushed to your brakes and everything else. But it's also pushing that fluid that you put in there. I have air lids. Show you my air lids on top of my tanker. One's there. One's there. So it keeps my air lids from freezing up. You'll see them open up in a minute. It does everything. It goes to your air compressor. Wherever air flows through for your truck and your trailer, it will go, the fluid. And I usually do it 2 times so I get a good amount of fluid in there. It's not quite cold here. I'm in PA. I'm running between Ohio and PA. And it's getting down to the 30s, but it's not really cold yet. If anybody knows about Midwest or any other place. I'll show you how dirty my truck is, you guys, so you know what you're dealing with. My truck was clean about 3-4 days ago. So if you like a clean truck all the time, this is not the job for you. I remember sometime last year I was running over the road for a while just to get a break from doing the natural gas wells. And I was parked at a rest area and it was cold. I forget where I was at. I think I was in Chicago, Indiana, Chicago. And I was at a rest area. Of course, I already had the fluid in my tanker. Well, I woke up and watched the gentleman get out. Well, first of all, before he got out, he was trying to move his flatbed. It was I can see his tandems were stuck. And I knew what it was. They were froze. So I got out of the truck. I had 2 bottles of that antifreeze that you put in for your airlines. I gave him a bottle. He never heard of it. He never seen it before. And I showed him how to do it. He stuck it in his airlines. And within 3-4 minutes, his trailer brakes were released on his flatbed. Well, people call it flatbed. I actually call it skateboard. But they were released, and he was just in awe, like, wow, I've never heard of this. What is this stuff? And I let him keep the bottle, and I was explaining to him what it was. He's like, man, he said, I'll use this stuff for the rest of my life. He said, I'm always running up north in the wintertime, and my brakes are always locking up on me, because this company required him to lock his trailer brakes. So he said, every morning I usually got to beat my brakes or do something. He's like, man, this stuff works great. Yeah, he was really, really happy that I showed him, and I gave him the bottle I had. Like I said, I keep 2 or 3 bottles in my truck every winter just to have it. You never know who needs it. You never know if you need it. If it gets really, really, really cold and it rains a lot, it freezes up. Sometimes you got to do it, like I said, a 4th time, 3 times, whatever. But that's just a little story I thought I'd tell you, that this stuff really does work. It really will release your brakes if they're froze up, and you don't have to be out there with a little baby sledgehammer hitting your brakes trying to release, or with a big screwdriver. You just stick it in your red airline and push your brake line in, and it will just work through, and it'll work. And it was cold that morning, and it was raining, and so it was frozen full of ice, and it broke loose, and he was extremely happy. I thought I'd share a little story with you guys.
That's a short video to show you how to help you keep your brakes from freezing up on you in the winter time when it gets really, really cold. It's easy to do. Have a good set of gloves, but the stuff is cold. And put it in your red airline. Push it in. Do it twice, especially if you keep the same tanker or same trailer like I do. I keep the same tanker on. It really helps. If you disconnect, you got to do it different, like I said earlier in the video. But thanks for watching. Remember, keep your wheels rolling and be safe up there. Until next time, peace.